Dan, how do you look in Lycra? Do you think you look good?
I've not worn it for a few years,
Have you not?
I reckon I could pull Lycra off, you know?
Well, I feel like everyone in WWE, they pull off Lycra. And
You'd hope so, right?
Yeah, it's kind of their thing. And yeah, I've never worn it myself. Don't know what it's like. Just thought you might have some insight.
Because I look like the kind of person that will wear Lycra, is that
I'll
what
be
you're
honest.
saying?
Yeah, you sort of do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. What do you think about the WWE games as well?
Well, I do know, Rich, that they've had an interesting few years.
Yes.
Was the one that came out was a mess. Was that 2K20?
2K20 was a mess. Yeah, that was the first time Visual Concepts went it alone, and Ukes, who'd been the developers for years and years and years, they went off the project, and they're making the AEW game, which isn't out yet. And I don't know when that's coming out. But in the meantime, you've got WWE 2K23 to look forward to. And off the back of WWE 2K22, it's looking pretty promising because that game was good, and this one's looking like it might also be good.
Yeah, they had a terrible couple of years, didn't they? 2K20 was awful. 2K21 was cancelled.
Yeah.
And then 2K22 was back with a vengeance.
Yeah, I think they really wanted to get it right after 2K20 because 2K20 became one of those really memeable games.
Yeah,
do
we
I
just
mean?
think it was rushed?
Yeah.
To get to 2K22 from 2K20,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, this feels like, I don't want to say different developers, but
Yeah.
a different mentality into developing it.
I think they rebuilt their engine. I think they must have started from scratch, and they needed the time because they took a couple of years, didn't they? Because there was no 2K21, and turns out that was a good decision in the end to skip that.
Yeah, sometimes that doesn't work, right? Because I remember NBA a long time ago that they skipped a year, and I don't think was it EA? It never came back.
You're thinking of EA, yeah. It was going to be NBA Elite, and then that got cancelled, and yeah, NBA Live's effectively kind of dead for all intents and purposes, right?
But Rich, we're looking at this in 4K 60.
Yeah,
and it
lovely.
looks gorgeous. And you know what? I really love? Like WWE more than any kind of live show is very much about the audience as well and their participation. And I think that like this looks great in terms of the audience participation stuff. This is a new mode as well, right?
Yeah, this is a new. This was like oft requested by fans because it's a fan favourite thing, and it's called War Games, and it's new to this year's game. And it's 2 rings side by side, as you can see, and there's a double steel cage around it as well. So it's like there's no escape. And if you try to escape, you're disqualified anyway, so there's no point in even trying.
Is there a reason why they're all in the left ring? Like,
no reason, no. They could easily go to the other one. That's just where you start, I think.
It's just looking a little bit crowded in there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's nutty, man. I mean, I played it and went hands-on with War Games, and it is just chaos, just carnage. Really fun. But yeah, this is 2K Showcase now, so that's back again for another year. So last year was Rey Mysterio. This year's John Cena, and it's really cool. They've approached it as an interactive documentary, this one. So Cena's recorded a load of like bits where he stood in a sort of booth with a mic, and he frames each match before it starts and tells you where he was in his career and where it took him and stuff like that, and just some insights into the match. Then you play as the opponent against Cena, so you're actually trying to beat Cena. So,
I see in the top left there it says with the combos, like you have to do what it says to kind of advance, right?
Yeah, so this is a showcase staple. You've got to complete the objectives to kind of relive the match as it was. I found some of the objectives really tricky.
Is it actually interspliced with proper footage as well?
Yeah, so it begins like it sort of dissolves from the real footage straight into the actual action, and it's really, really seamless, actually. It's really well done.
Yeah, mate, I know. I had to cut it out the B-roll because I'm fairly sure that would get flagged straight away for copyright. So I was like, this is great and all, 2K, thanks for sending this over, but half of it I can't use. The transition when... I obviously had to cut it out, but he puts the chair in the corner and he throws him into the chair.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wow, this is really well edited. But like, if it's actually in the game, then that makes sense. But again, the crowds are pretty cool in this as well, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, the presentation's great. I can't really fault it. But this mode especially is really cool because, you can relive key moments from Cena's career. So this is 2006. This was a one-night stand ECW match against Rob Van Dam. I also got to play one with Kurt Angle from 2002, which was... I can't remember what match type it was or anything. But it was... one of Cena's really early moments, one of his first ever matches where he coined his kind of ruthless aggression thing. So if you're a Cena fan, or if you're not a Cena fan,
that's probably the last time that I watched Kurt Angle when he was in it.
Yeah. God, man, those were the days, right? And Rob Van Dam was great as well. I used to love WWE.
Yeah, they reckon it's going through a bit of another golden period, right? I saw a load of people tweeting about it, saying that one of the recent shows was one of the best they've ever done. Was it Royal Rumble recently?
I think so, yeah. And
or is it coming up?
Was Money in the Bank as well? Was that a pretty big one?
Oh, maybe, but yeah, I haven't kept track of it in years, but this looks pretty cool.
Yeah, but
you've reviewed every WWE game
I know.
It must be 10 years, right?
Yeah, probably is, yeah.
Maybe missed one?
Yeah, I think I missed 12 maybe or something.
Oh, okay. I thought you were a little bit later, but yeah. So, you would have been first-hand experience of the 2020 debacle.
Yeah. Oh, that was the one I missed, actually. There you go. That was the last one I missed, was the 2K20 stuff. I just saw that all online. Saw that unfolding and was just oh, shit. Sort of glad I didn't have to review that one.
Mate, some of the videos were horrific.
Yeah, messy. Really messy.
This just looks like a different level, doesn't it now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. This is so much better. And it's super, super cool. Just it's really pick up and play as well. It's very intuitive. Some of the older games were kind of tricky. The timing windows for counters were difficult to nail, and it felt a bit sluggish. And this feels a lot more fluid, and the sort of timing windows for counters make more sense. They're a bit more forgiving. This one has a new pin system as well, which you can turn it off and have the old one if you prefer it.
I'm loving the hair physics though.
Yeah.
On RVD when he's
good.
running. Just the little things, Rich. It's just the little things.
Well, attention to detail, man. It's it's important. But what I was going to say about that 2K showcase thing is, if you're not a Cena fan, because you're against him, you can make him lose every match if you want and totally rewrite history. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's the intention behind it, but
Well, it sort of is, because if you don't win, you don't progress. So you do have to beat Cena in every match.
Fair enough.
I guess.
Well, are they all the matches that Cena lost then?
It can't be. No. I'm guessing that's the objective.
Hey. Do you want to come in and shoot some VOs with us?
I wonder actually, because I didn't complete all the objectives in the 2K showcase.
You're only there for a few hours.
Oh, well, hour and a half. Wasn't even there that long. I think I did 6 on one of them, and I was just like, oh, do you know what? Let's just pin him and get this done. Because I was struggling on one of them. But one of them had, that RVD one, I think, had 9 objectives to complete.
Oh, shit.
And they get tricky, because they're very specific, some of them. And if you don't know the moves, there's a move list in the pause menu, but it's, getting the context and stuff right, and it can be a bit finicky, but I'm sure if you're good at the game, you're better than I am anyway. You'll have no trouble with that.
Yeah, and we're back in more games.
Yeah.
From the men's perspective, we've got Cena in as well. So
this is 3v3 or 4v4, and you can get weapons out of everything: tables, chairs, hammers and stop signs and shit. It's really, really fun. Imagine getting 6 or 8 players round and all playing this.
It's online as well, right?
Yeah, there's online, and obviously there's local competitive multiplayer and stuff. So yeah,
or cooperative, Rich.
Or
cooperative.
Or co-op. Well, you can team up. Yeah. But yeah,
that's
imagine getting a few beers in and playing this of a weekend. Yeah, be a good laugh.
They're all in the left ring again, aren't they?
Yeah. I don't know what that is. Yeah.
Like, you would have thought that they would have kind of spread out a bit.
Do you know what, though, actually? It might be because it makes for better footage, because if they're spread across the two rings, it zooms out so much, it's hard to see what's going on. And that is one of the criticisms I have of this, is that it can be difficult to see what the hell's happening.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when it zooms out
this is
loads.
Just an addition to the normal stuff, right? So
yeah, and it is
you just
fun.
Want your one-on-one stuff, or your tag team stuff, or your Hell in a Cell, or your, I don't know, tables and chairs. Do they still do that?
Yeah, tables, ladders, chairs, all that.
Oh, ladders as well. I forgot about ladders,
Yeah, all the staple modes are in there, so, and all the creation stuff as well, create a character. I wanted to get a go with that, but that wasn't in the demo, unfortunately, because I like making stupid characters. That's all part of the fun.
I'm not sure it's good for showing off the video game, though, if the Rich comes out with an alien head, right?
True, yeah. I guess that's off limits for that very reason.
Well, yeah, exactly. Especially pre-release. But, Rich, and when's it out, Rich? Soon?
It's out 17th of March, unless you get the Icon or Deluxe editions, and you get 3-day early access 14th of March. So,
wow, that's come around really quickly, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
It's
so they
February
announced
already.
It.
Because this is our first video of the year, isn't it, on the channel?
Yeah.
So happy New Year, folks.
Yeah,
I love that I waited 11 minutes to say that, but yeah, that's
quick
a bit of
turnaround on this
for you.
one. Yeah. But I thoroughly enjoyed my time with it as well, I must say.
Good stuff, mate.
Yeah,
Good
thanks.
stuff. But yeah, folks, that is WWE 2K23 out March 27th.
17th.
No, 17th. You just said it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, folks. Goodbye.
Bye.